It is with great sadness that we announce the death of our dearly beloved Irene Charles, also known as Awa of La Pelle, Saltibas, but resided in Brooklyn. She passed away on Monday, 28th March at approximately 9:30 p.m. She was 55 years old. She was a former employee of Jean-Marie and Sons. She was predeceased by her nephews, Wendell Gabriel and Conan Charles, also her godson. Left to mourn her one and only daughter, Irene Charles of La Pelle, Saltibas, airport representative for Capella, Marigobe. Her father, Augustine Charles, better known as Ferguson, her big brother, Hilbert Charles, her two younger sisters, Julita Charles and Catherine Charles, her aunt, Florita Charles, her uncles, Gerard Charles of La Pelle and Medrick Charles of Jetwin, her grand-aunt, Dora Smith, and her entire family. Her only two grandchildren, Javon Hippolyte and Renee Hippolyte, students of the Beanfield Secondary School. Lifelong spouse, Francis Noel, also known as Cadius of Londonderry. Her nieces, Jalyn Charles and her son, Jaenel. Nyla Smith and her family of Cedar Heights, Shalene Gabriel and her family. Her nephews, Erd Smith, also her godson and his family. Ryan Thud Smith and his family in Cedar Heights. Ronnie Alcindor, her cousins Martina Charles and her children, Nyota and Cohen Charles, Gabriel Charles and his children, Nelgine, Virgil and Vernal and their families, her goddaughters, Teresa Augustine, also known as Gurley, and her family of La Pelle, Saltibas, Nadia Peterson and her family residing in England, Anya Barthelmy and her family, Petra, also known as Baby of St. Croix, her godsons Roger Marriott of Jetwin and Kurt Emmanuel and their families. Really close friends, Evelyn Emmanuel and her family in La Pelle and abroad. Janet Marshall, better known as Jan, in Miami. Simonia Homan and John King residing in New York. Her very dear friends, Veve and Romanus Homan, better known as Boape, also left to mourn children of her deceased uncle, Jean-Baptiste Charles of Monrepo, children of her deceased uncles, Eddie and Willington, the entire Smith and Charles families, both here and abroad, the Labadie and Cox families, other relatives and friends. The funeral service of our late Irene Charles, also known as Awa, will be held on Wednesday, 1st June 2016 at the Purification of the Blessed Virgin Mary Church in Labrie at 3 p.m. The body will be laid to rest at the Michael O'Brien Private Cemetery in Latouny, VA4. Transportation will be available from the Castries Square and will be leaving at 1 p.m. to take persons to and from the funeral service. License plates HB 8522 and HC 4595. Transportation will also be available from Saltibus to take persons to and from the funeral. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, B4. May she rest in perpetual peace.